Have we arrived in our Canaan as South Africans? Is this the democracy that our forefathers died for? That they've shed their blood for? Was this the trajectory of whatever that they were fighting for?
Life is lived through experiences and conversations. And with that being said, welcome to Navigating the Streets of Life with Judy.
Sanbanane Dumelang Sanchao. My name is Judicious Masugu, and welcome to Navigating the Streets of Life with Judy. On this channel, we know that everyone is out there in the streets of life, navigating their way. Be it you navigating your life, you're navigating your finances, you're navigating issues that are caused by the leaders of our countries. We are all just navigating life. We are finding our ways. And this is a space for us to talk about those things. And today, I am pissed, you guys. I know pissed is not a nice word, but I am super pissed, you guys. South Africa is the pits. Like, South Africa is home. I love it, but am I proud to call it home at this particular moment? No, a definite no. What is going on in South Africa? Like, guys, really, the presiding leadership, political leaders, they have failed us dismally. Like, really, they have failed us dismally. We cannot escape the damage that they caused. Now, here, some of us left South Africa for a better life, you know, and we are happy where we are, but we want to be able to still be connected with home, whether by providing for our loved ones, those who are home, or continuing with projects back at home, you know. And now, to be honest, I did not care about this. Okay, I was not paying attention to this gray list thing, but it seems like it's a serious problem. Countries outside South Africa are cutting their ties already with South Africa. Some of the services have been put on hold. For an example, it started, I heard the stories from teachers from South Korea that they can't send money to South Africa after it was announced that South Africa is now gray listed. Okay, fine. Now it's happening here in Taiwan. As from the 3rd of March, most banks, especially those that I am familiar with, I have been using, have put the international transfers on hold. We can't send money home just because of the crime, the high crime rate that includes money laundering, like not using money wisely and not doing things the proper way, you know. Obviously, I'll explain this gray listing thing on a level of a teacher who has never done history, politics, doesn't have all the vocab and all the jargons for economics and history, you know. But really, Ramaphosa and your cabinet, provincial leaders, the people on the ground, are we gonna sit and take part in watching our country going down? Like, really, there's no hope for South Africa. High crime rate. South Africa is not safe. You can't walk alone at 7 p.m., especially in the township. Your assets are not safe. No job opportunities. Leaders are greedy and are egocentric. Everything is all about them. Guys, asinankinga dlanini mali. Apparently, all leaders from all countries bayayidla imali, but still think about the people on the ground. For an example, here, I've been engaging with different Taiwanese people, especially my colleagues, asking them about the political state, what are their comments, what are their take on how the country is led. They've got many complaints. But one thing, service delivery, I shame. Roads are serviced every now and then. Ipothole na ingaga iyavalwa kahle and ngequality. There are trains, buses, and taxis like my taxi Lala Yellow. No load shedding. I'm really sad and heartbroken about what is really happening in our country. I was talking to my dad the other day, and he was like, when I I'm like, to be honest, at this moment, I do not have any reason to come back. One reason is, my only reason is that my family and my friends are in South Africa. That's the only thing that will make me go to South Africa every now and then. But if it wasn't for that, I was gonna go like maybe once in 3 years. Once in 3 years, once in 3 years. But because my parents are there, my siblings are there, my daughter is there, you know. But I'm really sad about what is happening. I am feeling a whole lot of things. Anger. I am angry towards the leadership. I am one of the people, even if I was in South Africa, I would be in South Africa in 2024. I was not gonna vote. Call me an irresponsible citizen. Yes, I admit I am an irresponsible citizen. My vote count? Yes, it does. But do I care? I really don't. Because I no longer believe in the political system. It doesn't matter, even if they can change the whole cabinet, bring new people. I don't believe in the system. Just like the education system in South Africa. I don't believe in it. They can remove NG, all those provincial leaders and MECs, you know. I don't believe in the system as a whole. The structures in place, their ideologies. It is controlled somewhere where we do not have a picture where. I am not going to vote. And I think if I had influence, I was gonna influence people not to vote. Sifreezise nje lo 2024 simfreezise nje. Sibone ukuthi okay, what is it? And get to redefine democracy. Come up with strategies that works for us, for the current situation. All decisions, all policies have to speak to the current circumstances. Whatever that is put in place to help, or yes, to help, It needs to speak to the challenges of that particular time and the capabilities and the skills, but also having people who are visionaries, people who are able to foresee how life is going to be in 30 years and come with solution or things that will make us avoid problems. We need leaders that are visionaries. A leader that is a visionary is a leader that is firm, is a leader that is a strong believer in its own people. South Africa doesn't believe in us. It doesn't matter, whatever project they give it to people outside from outside the country. Construction, developers, it's few where you will find like projects that are executed by South Africans. You know, maybe it is because we lack experts, because we are not training them. When I was at the University of at the Western Cape University, during my final year, I was a house committee student leadership, and I was a student leadership for a postgraduate resident. You know, so Leres Lebenhlala kuyo was a postgraduate resident, and 90% of those people who were in that res were people from outside South Africa. What does that tell you about us, South Africans? We do not have our own scholars. We do not have our own experts. We do not have our own people that are solution driven. Are we going to live like this? Are we going to live like this? South Africa, it's high time that you do something. It doesn't matter what. And sometimes, in order for solutions to come, blood needs to be shed. That's how it has always been. There must be people who are willing to stand firm and say, we believe that we can redefine democracy. We can change our status quo. How am I going to send money home? How are we going? There are hundreds of people here who are supporting their people back home. Those people back home are relying on their children who went abroad to find greener pastures. But now what? There's no way to send money to South Africa. If you are in South Korea, you can't send money to South Africa. If you are in Taiwan, you can't. Unless there are banks that still allows, that I don't know. Those who have strong faith, those God has called to intercede and bring about solution, go to your corners. Talk to God. We need solutions. And God must anoint people and place people that will rescue us, that will deliver us. I don't believe that we were born to suffer. South Africa is such a precious country, and I believe that it is it's God's own favorite, you know. Umkhuleko unamandla uma sikhuleka ngokukholwa uJesu lalela aphendula umkhuleko awuletha konke kuJesu ngomkhuleko. uJesu uyalalela aphinda aphendule, and after that he equips us for whatever job that needs to be done. We are able. Where are the Moses of today? People who will go in boldness and stand before Pharaoh and say, Pharaoh, I am sent by the one who is to deliver my people. Obo Mandela ne crew yakhe was the Moses of our time. Have we arrived in Canaan? If not, where are the Joshuas? Joshua's arise and take your place. Continue with us. Lead us, take over from the Moseses and lead the journey to Canaan. I don't think this is the democracy that was defined by our forefathers when they said we were going to sacrifice our life, and we know that the generation to come, they will benefit in the fruit. I don't think we have arrived. We haven't arrived at all.